She's fine.
She will be mine. Unruly queen with a heart of gold. I write pop songs 1 million sold.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine. Sweet like honey, I want her taste. Her body sending signals when she calls my name.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine. I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine. She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine. Sexy girl, makeup on. She turns on the radio, they're playing my songs.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine. Everyone knows I'm from the music scene. She watches me on her TV screen.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine.
She will be mine. I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine. She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
Wants me, here he loves me. Wants to see me every day, wants to touch me. Think he needs me, here he's dream me. I'm a fantasy girl, you believe me. Red lipstick, tight dress on. When I walk down the street, I impress them. He's on TV, but I'm on their mind. Even when we both see through their eyes. High heels on, you can hear me coming. Sing a sing soon, cause I'm wanting something. I'm ruly queen, here he loves it. I'll be his, he'll be mine, that's what love is. Take our time and we will see. Take a minute, I need to breathe. I can feel the heat, but I'm into it. He's a pop star, I'm his favorite hit.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine. She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
She's mine.
I love her, I want her, I touch her, I breathe her, she's mine.
I love her. I breathe her.
She will be mine.
Oh, 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 oh. Mine, she's mine.
Welcome back to the Posthuman Podcast, folks. Today's guest, friend of the show, here with two brand new unreleased tracks and one in the bag. Our good friend of the show, Gaz Reynolds. Welcome back to
Hello.
the show, Gaz.
Well,
Welcome.
thanks for having me back on, Tim. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
That's one of the best intros to the show. That
Yeah, well, there you are. You know me. I'm a little bit different from
the slow
everyone
incoming
else.
zoom. But
I've been on cider. I'm drinking cider from my alienated mug. Not that I'm. Not that. Oh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking. They're not sponsored, but
Oh, looks nice. Looks nice. I'm loving the hat.
Thank you, appreciate it, man. I'm loving the glasses; they're cool. I need to get one of those
Alienated.
cups, by the way. Where can we get those cups before we
Oh,
get in?
just search Gaz Reynolds Alienated. I've just opened up my own store, so I've got alienated mugs, t-shirts. Actually, I should have worn the t-shirt, the alienated t-shirt. Hoodies. We've got all kinds of stuff going on,
Yeah, man.
and there's more to come.
Well, listen, obviously you've got the tracks that are coming, you've got the merch, the cups. I need one of them cups. I'll happily drink from the
Yeah,
show.
I'll have to send you one. I'll send you one.
I'll pour the beer into the cup. We need like a
I'll
sports
send you one with an
direct.
invoice.
What needs doing is I need a Sports Direct style one. Do you know, like
Oh, yeah.
a big one?
Yeah,
So
you
that-
definitely need some kind of merch. That would be really good.
I'll happily. Even then, we'll put a hat in the background.
Yeah.
We'll get it all on the go. Well, listen, let's talk about these tracks. Anyway, it's been so long since you've been on the show.
Well, do you know, I actually think, because we were talking off air, weren't we, earlier? And I think it's at least 2 years since I was last on your show. It may even be longer than that, because I think I've been on 2 of your shows, haven't I?
I think it's 3.
3? Oh, 3.
think
Oh,
it
so
is
this
3.
is what? So this is the 4th one then.
I think
So that's
it is
pretty
the 4th.
amazing.
I think you've been on every season,
Oh,
which would be
thank you.
the 4. I might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure there's been 4.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I didn't realise.
Yeah, you're the
Well,
longest
anyway.
running.
Yeah, well, well, I mean, I'm excited to be back. So thanks for having me back on.
No.
I wanted to come back. I don't know why. Do you remember that? Do you remember that that video that we did on TikTok when I rang you up and I said I bought a fish that looks like you and I called you Fish Face?
Is it dead? Is it?
Yeah, it is actually.
It is?
Yeah. Sorry. I'll have to get a new one and we'll have to do the video again. That'll be quite funny actually.
To be honest, if it got ill during when I was sick, that would have been really that would have been kooky.
Well, you know, we've
Cuckoo's
both
fun.
had a lot of bad, unfortunate health issues, haven't we? You've had your
of course
health issues.
I'm always ill. I've got a cold right now. I'm bunged up. It's insane. I had to do audio testing earlier, and I was like, oh, this is horrendous.
Or maybe it's the weather.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got hay fever, but I don't know. The cough, smoker's cough, the
Yeah.
nose, but I don't know. Who knows? It is what it is.
Who knows? There you go.
Who knows? It's a good point.
Knows. But yeah, I mean, well, and then of course I had all my health issues,
Yeah, of course.
including being told that I had a year to live. But
That's
I'm
always
still
nice.
here 3 years later.
It's always crazy as well that with the year to live, because whenever they say that, it's
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Well, they were very serious about it.
Oh, of course.
They said literally you've got a year to live, but I turned it around. I said to the doctor, watch me. That's what I said. And she said you're on borrowed time. And so I wrote a song called... Well,
Well,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I wrote that song Borrowed Time, which was out last year.
Yeah, that was a banger. Every song.
Thank
This
you.
is why I'm glad I added you to the playlist as well. Let me just move that over there because it's fucking driving me nuts. I feel like it's no, honestly, I feel like it's cupping some of the volume. Obviously,
Oh.
this is the difference, man. This fucking wireless mic. It's ugh.
Well, it sounds good this end, and it's all sounding good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Well, I've
it's
got you
just-
on mute, of course.
Yeah, obviously. I'm miming it. I'm going. This is for the deaf people. I'm surprisingly bad at it. Who would have thought?
Well, no,
Who would
you're
have
actually
thought?
pretty good.
I was going, yeah, this. What would this have been? That was like.
I was just waiting for the subtitles to come up.
That would, I wished I'd have had a closed caption that I could have put.
Don't
do
you
you know
think
what?
it's time I had my own podcast and then you could be a guest on my show?
I know we've got to get it sorted. We do have to get it.
I
sorted.
don't know how to do it, so if you could advise me on.
I know.
how
We'll talk about that off air.
Yeah.
We will get
So,
it sorted.
anyway.
Definitely. Well, listen. Obviously, the tracks. Obviously,
Yeah.
let's get into the tracks. Obviously,
Okay.
blows my mind, and she's mine. Are the
Yeah.
two
So
tracks.
so 26th of May, I've got this track called "She's Mine" coming out, and I'm really excited about this track. I think it's actually probably one of my all-time favourite songs so far.
I love the beat. The beat is
What, not the vocals?
well. Let's get into that. I've got actual lyrics that I've wrote down on my notes. This isn't just a piece of paper. This has real notes.
Wow.
And whatever that is right there is some weird creature. If you can see that, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's,
I do things like that, so don't worry about it. We've got crazy minds. But yes, She's Mine, that's out on the 26th of May. And I'm really excited about it because it's got an unusual story attached to it. But what I'm really, really excited about is that I called a friend of mine up, Solo Jane, I would say she's an up and coming female rapper, UK rapper.
Well, I love her vocals on it as well.
Yeah, so I called her up and I said, "Would you like to be on the track?" And she said yes. And when I heard her on the track, and I thought, wow, she's really brought something to the track. I also asked her to be on the Blow My Mind track, which is coming out on the 2nd of June. So shortly after She's Mine is released. So, and funny enough, Solo Jane, just 2 days ago, she did a big interview on BBC News.
Cool.
So I think that's going to help push this record, because she's going to be doing some of the big festivals this year. She's performing.
I'll have to look into her. I'll have to put that on the back end of the notes.
She's over in Bristol, and she's a very interesting character. In fact, we've talked about working on some other tracks now as well. So, but yeah, anyway, so I'm very pleased with how these 2 tracks have come out. She's Mine and Blow My Mind. They kind of ring, not ring. Well, you know.
I know what you mean. They're very.
It's the cider talking. The cider from my alienated mug, purchased from my store called Alienated. Oh, which reminds me, actually, whilst I've got this here,
the remix.
Yeah, well, on the 26th, I decided to re-release Alien with 3 of the mixes, because they weren't all on the same package together, and so that package is called Alienated to celebrate this stuff.
You've always got to get the plugs in. They're always working.
Well, yeah, you got plug.
I'm going to point it in the direction. Look at that.
Oh.
Camera wizardry.
Good. and so that's coming out on the 26th as well, on the same day as She's Mine. I hope people don't get confused seeing so many releases come out on the same day, because there's 2 versions of She's Mine coming out on the 26th, and there's Alienated coming out on the 26th. What's
the reasoning for that? Is there
I just
makes it easier, or because I would have done it like that myself. I'd have gone, fuck it, we'll release it all on the same.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm doing this is because I own my own record label called World Domination Records, and the past few years we've talked about bad, health issues, and every year I try and get records out, and it's always been my dream to get a record out every single month, or at least a whole load of records out in the year. And I wasn't able to do it because of all my health issues. But this year I was very determined to, because my health's improved a lot. And so I thought, right, okay, I'm going to get these 2 tracks out. But the problem was, when I was sick, I released Alien, and I really didn't feel, it got on quite a lot of podcasts and radio playlists.
It was a banger.
Thank you. And but I couldn't really promote it the way I wanted to promote it, because I was so sick. So I thought, well, now I've got Alienated, which is a spin-off. Alienated is basically a clothing brand, but we've got the mugs and stuff out as well. And I love the mugs. We've got all different colours and stuff, and different designs. Well, I'll send you one anyway.
Yeah, man.
And actually, I'll send you this one that I've been drinking out of. I won't bother washing it.
I actually now expect it to come with tea stains. Like, I want to open it live on air and go, look at this mug. I'll go, the DNA's here. Let's get on it.
As I said on the first advert that I did for Alienated, I'm drinking from my mug, and you'd be a mug not to buy one. That's what I said on the advert. But
that's Clark. Yeah, do you know that's like Jeremy Clarkson-esque. That is. Do you know where he when he does his like promos? It's that's almost Clarkson-esque.
Well, I'm just me. I know you are. I'm just saying somebody actually said to me they were listening to Blow My Mind today, and they said it reminded them of some track or something, and I said, I've never heard of that track, but I said everything sounds like everything, and everything's been done.
Yeah, it amazes me. I'll see the occasional like weird guitar riff, and they'll punch it through a couple of things, and although it's kind of the same, it gives it a different vibe, and it's
you just got to try and do things with a different approach.
It's very strange.
But
I'm not-
every record I bring out, I try and do something new.
Well,
And
they're
I've
all-
started working with rappers and all kinds of.
Well, they're all the same, and they all have a story. That's why I like it. Everyone's
Yeah.
not like you just spinning off a random song. There's always something behind it that drives it, which
That's
makes
it.
it good.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited about these tracks. I feel, and well, yeah, you was asking me about why did I decide to release a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah.
all around about the same time, and it comes down to content and the algorithm. Because these days, you see, when I first came into the music industry, my first record was actually on vinyl. Well, nobody really, unless you're a DJ, no one's interested in vinyl these days.
They're coming
Unless
back.
unless you're a real die-hard music fan. But they are trying to bring these formats back, like vinyl and CD and all this stuff. But really, digital took over, and it's all about algorithms now and content. So you have to kind of think of music in the same kind of way, because nobody really watches TV shows anymore. They watch and listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Or they go on TikTok and watch artists on TikTok or YouTube. So TV's kind of like, even radio's kind of dead. I mean, I did a radio interview last August. I thought it was one of my best interviews.
I would love to bring back full radio. Like I do my radio show. I would love to do radio. If you could give me all full.
But
honestly, I love doing radio. I don't understand.
You know what?
It's nuts.
Actually, I love radio as well. But you know what?
Thing to do.
The problem with
From my
radio is
point.
it's gone.
Yeah.
It's there and then it's gone. So whereas
That's why I like it.
Yeah, but you see, something like, say, your show, when it's out on digital format, it's there for the rest of our lives, unless you delete it. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Don't ever delete any of my interviews.
I don't.
Otherwise, I'll be round to your house. So the point is, well, the point is, if it was, see, I was having this conversation with someone the other day. You've got this double sort of, well, I don't know, these two things going on. You see, if you look back at the 80s, 90s, even 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, that's when UK music for me was good. And now we're in an era where barely I know any artists.
No, I don't. Occasionally, I'll see an artist, but I'll go. Well, I'll go. This is an American artist, and they're from the UK, and I'll go, what?
Yeah.
Really? I go,
Yeah, they're trying to be American. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like vice versa as well. I'll go, oh, these must be British, and it's like, no, they're American, and I go, what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
get as many in as you can.
Well, Gaz Reynolds, Alienated. So
I don't
Google
mind
it.
it. You know I don't mind it.
No, I know. Don't edit it out.
I won't. There'll be just huge clips, just huge cuts.
Yeah, so
Alien
so,
beep.
But the thing is, I think if it wasn't for digital formats, I wouldn't be on, say, your show or other shows that I've been on. I wouldn't have had those opportunities. So
yeah, of course.
So,
well, I wouldn't even be doing it myself. I wouldn't have gone.
yeah,
into
exactly.
any of it.
See, so
From my
the thing is, I mean, like when this show is edited and I get some clips, I'll be sticking it out on TikTok and
Yeah, of course.
YouTube. You'll probably do the same, and so there'll be a greater awareness.
Yeah.
So it will keep growing, and that's what I quite like. Whereas the old days, when I was releasing CDs and cassettes and all that stuff, I mean, I do see
People still do
like,
it.
Well,
Some
yeah,
of the
and even
some of the
well,
people on the street who do like street performances, they still have their own CDs.
you are right. Yeah,
Which
you are
is
right.
that is impressive that someone's going out there and burning CD after CD. I couldn't
Well,
do that.
and it also proves something, doesn't
I mean,
it?
it's pretty. I mean, it probably takes nothing of time now, but to physically, if you print
But what it
them
also proves is that people they've got more choice, haven't they? They've got more choice, and the record labels don't necessarily dominate the music industry anymore. It's more the artists are taking over and becoming independent artists, and actually that's an important thing. because whilst all these digital services are good in some ways and they get our music out there to potentially millions of people around the world, there is another side to it. I mean, I remember this case recently of Snoop Dogg, and he'd released a track, and I think he got something ridiculous like I can't remember if it was 1 billion streams or no, it would have probably 30 billion streams, and he ended up getting something like 30 grand from Spotify. Now for us, we'd be going, wow, 30 grand, but for Snoop Dogg, that's his breakfast.
Yeah. But it ain't even that. But it's an insane number. It's like when I see YouTubers that are even higher than me, I don't go, you must be earning so much money. I mean, I do this for the love of the game.
Yeah.
But some people, obviously, they try to do this and go, oh, where's the money? Where's the cash?
Well,
and you can get it, but it just takes, if you're doing separate side hustles we show or whatever.
The thing is, I think, first of all, you've got to do anything to do with entertainment, anything to do with art. You have to kind of think, right, first of all, I'm doing this because I love doing it.
Yeah, of course.
And then, secondly, if you make money from it, even better. Obviously, I'm trying to make money from it. That's why I'm releasing these records, worldwide.
But as a comparison, you've been in the music industry for a while. So
it's longer than a while.
I know. I don't want to.
I've been releasing records since the age of 17. Since the age of 17, I've been releasing records.
We need to really get your whole playlist out there.
Some of it's really awful.
Yeah, but in this day and age, man, trust me, everyone loves that shit. It's so insane. You'd be surprised what comes and goes. And
funny enough, I was on YouTube the other day, and Robbie Williams just uploaded his new record. And
any good? I've loved a few of his old tracks.
Yeah, his old tracks, yes, but this, no, definitely not.
Really?
I was really disappointed, and I was quite surprised that he'd even consider actually. It's not even good enough to be a B-side. I was really shocked because I love quite a lot of Robbie Williams.
Was it was it relatable to his new biopic film where he plays like a CGI monkey? No, nothing relatable to that.
No, he even sounds more like a very, very basic demo to me. I listened to about 40 seconds of it. I thought I'd give it a chance.
40 seconds.
Then I was gone. And I was really surprised because I really generally like everything that Robbie does.
Yeah, no, it's very hard to not get me under that because one of my favourite tracks of all time is Me and My Monkey by Robbie Williams, which is like,
Yeah.
It's a banger. I've played it on my show. I don't think I actually got copyright stricken for it. I don't think I did. Which again, this is why I'd love a radio show because I'd play all these bangers of tunes, but I'd go, listen.
You'd get away with playing whatever you like, And the problem is, that's the thing. You've never had any problems playing my tracks, though, have you?
Nah, well, not till you sue me in a few years. Then
that's coming. After this show, if it's no good, this show, then definitely if you haven't depicted me in a good light.
You haven't depicted me in a good light.
If you make out that I'm some kind of see you next Tuesday. But well, the thing is though, it's like anything though. You look at some like Joe Rogan's podcast. Now, I've personally never ever listened to it.
It's good. Some of them.
I have watched Logan Paul's podcast because
that's good as well. I actually like it.
Yeah, that's very good. But I've never listened to or watched. Because most of these podcasts are televised now as well, aren't they?
Yeah, it's all video.
What I call televised.
I think we should bring that back as televised. I like the phrases like that.
Yeah. I call it.
It's televised entertainment.
If it's on TikTok or if it's on YouTube, to me, it's televised because that is the new television. People are watching. People are addicted to TikTok.
Oof.
They're watching TikTok and they're watching YouTube, and
I know a few people that just love any shorts or what would have been Vines. They fucking love them, and I go, come on, man.
Hang on, I'm just gonna see if I can do a screenshot of us. I've probably messed that up.
It's all good.
I think I've disappeared. Where have you gone?
That was you
Ah.
disappearing. That weren't
Oh.
me.
Where have I gone?
That's your camera. You're all good.
Uh,
We'll keep it in.
can't see you.
It's on you. It's whatever you did.
That-
There we go. There we go.
See?
I hope it worked. I was like that.
No, I didn't get anything. Pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong buttons. But never mind.
You better off just waiting for the raw file.
It's
that I'll
right.
send
I've
you.
got my secret weapon here.
Oh, that's even better. See, even better. That's how we do it.
Hang on. Right. So I'm on. Which show am I on? You introduce it.
This is the Posthuman Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Timothy K. Turner. Today we're here
Oh.
with Gaz Reynolds.
And that's me. So as you can see, look, I'm probably up there somewhere. So I'm on your Posthumanist podcast
Human.
with host Tim Turner, and I was on your show how many years ago?
I must have been
2 years ago, I'd say.
Well, no, when you first come on, must have been COVID time. You've
Oh
come on-
yes, it was. Yeah, that
honestly,
was around that.
you must have
Yeah.
been on it. Must be my 5th year, but I'm on season 4.
Wow. So I've actually been on every
Every
season.
every
Yeah.
season of the show.
Yeah. See, so it just
Every
shows.
season. Longest standing.
Say hello to TikTok.
Hi TikTok. I should have said
Hello TikTok.
Should have said TokTik.
Hello Top TikTok. TikTok. And now say goodbye.
Bye bye. That's how we do
Yeah.
it.
I'll put that. I'll post that up later.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. We know me. I'm mad.
This is why I love doing shows with you, because of shit like that. I actually enjoy it. People, to some podcasts, that drive them insane. I'd go, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about any of that. It's the whole point.
No. Well, I think you've got to have fun when you're doing it.
Of course.
I've listened to some interviews, and it's just all business and then really
Fuck that,
boring.
man. Fuck that.
And the fact is, most people after about 5 or 10 minutes, they're probably, unless they're real die-hard fans, they're probably already gone.
Done.
They're gone.
Well, I mean,
So-
you'll look again. My questions mostly revolve of. Well, I do have. It's not even real questions. Again,
I know. I've been doing your show for years,
I know.
and I still don't know what it's about.
It isn't. There's no format. It's unformatable.
I'm joking.
It is generously. It's unformatable. My PC says it all the time. It goes, "This is
Oh.
unformatable," and I go,
Oh dear.
Fuck
Well, you might
you.
have just
I
throw
go-
that away then.
"Fuck you!" I go,
Yeah.
"You 6 again." I did a.
Well, have you got any questions for me, or do you want me to interview you?
No, we've got a few. The one
Okay.
thing, yeah, of course, obviously, what the lyrics? You'll know this because you wrote it. Dancing
Well, of
naked all night long.
Yeah.
Was that lyric? Obviously from.
Moving your body to all my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
Well,
lyric
I
ba-
can't go into
based
all-
upon all truth, or was that?
No, it's all true. It's all true, but I can't go into all. Into
Of
all
course,
the
of course,
details.
of course. This
But
is
you
a-
see, what I will say is all my songs are actually about my life. So none of them are made up. They're actually tracks that are actually about my life. And like Blow My Mind, I actually wrote the chorus when I was 17 years of age. And I never finished the song. And when I wrote She's Mine, I thought I want to do another song immediately after that one, get back in the studio whilst I'm on a vibe. And I was thinking, what song could I do? Because I've got all these half-written songs, sometimes just a chorus, sometimes just a few lines. I don't even know. It's very weird how I work these days with songs. But I always had in my mind that I was going to record Blow My Mind. So I just decided one day I've got to finish it. And so I rang up my producer, Nick. I said, look, I've got this other track, Blow My Mind. I've only got a chorus and I've got a few lines for a verse, but I know the melody. And, I'm a musician as well, but I actually prefer working with Nick, my music producer, and going into the studio, and I can sing the song to him, and he'll get his guitar out, and he's getting that
Uh,
track together.
I know. I love people like that. Where you
Yeah,
can just.
and Nick, well, you've interviewed Nick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've
A
had him
few
on the
years
show.
back. Probably what Nick doesn't really. He's not like me. He doesn't sell himself that much.
I think that was around the time of Devil Rising, I believe.
Probably, yeah, probably was.
Probably was.
And but Nick, he's worked with the likes of the Sex Pistols and a whole load of
Yeah.
credible names.
Go back and look for that show, people. It's very good. There we go.
Yeah.
There's my plug.
I think he talked about all of that stuff as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
I
we
remember.
spoke about loads of stuff.
Yeah, and but you know, I mean, he's such a. I even spoke to him on the phone yesterday, and I said, I'm going to be coming in doing 2 new songs soon. He said, "Oh, great! What are they called?" And I said, "I haven't got a clue because I don't know. Sometimes I really don't know. I put myself under pressure, and sometimes I'll just come up with a title. What actually happened with She's Mine and Blow My Mind is I actually went to my artwork guy called Ginger John, because he's got ginger hair, so he likes to be called Ginger John. Very talented guy who approached me on TikTok about 5 years ago, and he said, "Gaz, he said, I'm a fan of yours. He said, have you actually got anyone that does your cover art for your records?" And I said, "I don't have anybody regular, and I actually want somebody that I can develop a relationship with. We're now married, and no, I'm joking. No, he's married. He's got kids in it.
Yours, obviously.
No, I'm joking.
Through some weird.
But he knows now. He understands my crazy mind, and I can just say to him, right, I want to do this. Like Blow My Mind. All I had was the title, the chorus, and nothing else. And so I went to him and I said, "Can we put a cover together? I haven't finished the song called Blow My Mind, and I want it based on Japanese art. Here's the picture that I want to use, and I want it in Japanese graffiti style." And then he came up with this really cool idea. If you look at the cover, I'll have to send it to you actually.
Yeah, of course.
In the background on the wall, you can see Alienated graffitied in the background, which I thought was really cool. So it's nice little extra. Yeah, I thought that was really
little Easter
very
egg.
clever.
A little Easter egg.
Yeah,
a little Easter egg.
Yeah, and that's what I've tried to do with these 2 records, is put these little Easter eggs in. Like my current girlfriend, she's African, and the song's She's Mine's actually about her. So and she's in Africa at the moment, but she'll be here in 2 weeks' time for good. And that's a long story in itself. We'll have to get back on another show for that story. And so I had this idea. I thought, because she's on the cover with me, and it's such an eye-catching cover, and I thought, do you know what? She should actually be on the record. Now I know she can't sing because she's tried singing to me. And I'm sure she'll see this and she'll probably laugh. But so I said to her, "Can you speak in your language, Twi, and say these words?" And so she recorded it on WhatsApp. I actually spoke to my other producer, Paul Grin, and I said, if I get her to record these vocals on WhatsApp, can we take them off and put them onto the track? And he said, yes, the technology's there, we can do it. So she's on the track as well, as Solo Jane. And then I've also got a friend of mine, Paula, who was on Alien. She did all those really amazing
I know,
female vocals.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was on Borrowed Time as well.
Yeah.
And so I've got her back in. I've got her back in to be on Blow My Mind and She's Mine as well. So we've got quite a good package together. And then on top of that, a couple of years back, we've talked about Viola Wills before, and Viola Wills was the original disco diva. So anyone who doesn't know who she is, you should look her up.
I don't know. I need to put that in my notes.
Yeah, Viola Wills. And her big track, her big international track was Gonna Get Along Without You Now. And, well, anyway.
I mean, I might even know the tracks, but I probably don't know the name.
You'll probably possibly even recognise her, and you'll find clips on top of the pops. Well, she's been on top. She was on top of the pops. I mean, she's deceased now. But anyway, going back about, probably when I was about 21, 22, I wrote this track called In This House. Yep. I think you played it.
I've played it. Yeah, it's on the season 3 post-human podcast playlist.
Probably. Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. Well, anyway, 2 years ago, I said to Nick, my music producer, I said I want to do a new version of In This House, a totally new approach to it, but I want to use Viola's original vocals, like a little tribute thing to her. And I know that In This House is always a good it's a good seller for me. And it did very well on radio in America years ago when it first came out. So we did this new version, which I think is the best version, and it's coming up to 100,000 streams on Spotify now.
Nice.
Yeah, but what I decided to do, I never, even on the cover it says featuring Viola Wills, but I never actually put her, when I released the record, I didn't actually put her in the titling featuring Viola Wills. And I realised if I actually do that, I spoke to the distributor, if I actually do that, then the record's going to get featured on all of her store pages. So wherever her records are on sale, it's going to be up there as well, which means her fans, they know about the record anyway, but a lot more of her fans are going to find out about it.
A small smidgen of advice I will give to you in this modern age of AI.
Yeah,
I use it a lot, and believe me, it's worked wonders for some of my stuff.
Yeah.
So for like, if you ever have like a really random question, this show isn't sponsored by any AI format. This show is sponsored by alienated.com.
There it is.
But no, that was a joke. We're not sponsored by the brand. But no, for real though, you should just like, for stuff like that, just run it through because it will go out and it will give you really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I use it for stuff all the time, really random shit. And I go, oh my God, this is really worked out beneficial.
Yeah.
So
well, that's another thing, you see. This is what I was trying to say.
But don't use it for music, because that will fucking obviously for like
I've actually heard AI versions of my songs.
Oh wow!
Maybe I should dig them out and send them to you. So it's not me.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'd like to hear that.
It's actually a computer singing my songs.
I would love to hear that. That would be nuts.
You believe it was a real person?
That's crazy. Because I've been thinking of, excuse me, a few times of making. Again, I love music, man. My first thing was a band. I fucking love music, but
yeah, well, you look like a pop star, you know.
Thank you. I don't know. That's not.
Well, we have talked about doing a track together.
I know we need to. Well, listen, I want to do the one thing. Obviously, just cutting back.
Yeah.
Obviously, genres. I've never seen you do like a ska track, and I want to.
No, and do you know it's interesting because I love ska.
I know. I fucking love it, man.
Funny enough, I was even talking to someone about kind of the roots of ska the other day, and some of the earlier bands, which is some of them are still around. Some of the artists.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Terry Hall's not, but Terry Hall was around with. You had the Specials.
Yeah, of course.
And then I think he went on to Funboy 3.
Yeah.
But Terry Hall passed away, sadly. But I did know his son, and I was such a big fan of Terry Hall. So all these artists, if anyone doesn't know what ska music is, just go and look it up.
Most of the people who listen to this show will probably know. I play a lot of ska music, man.
Right. Yeah.
Especially on the on my live shows, I've played so many of the Specials tracks.
Oh, really?
Played some of the Selector, the Beat. I've played loads of ska on my live shows, man. Some of them, again, Bad Manners. I don't think the only
Bad Manners was great.
Do you know what I picked?
He went too young.
I know. I picked up a really good vinyl the other day of Bad Manners, and I'm like, I was in a charity shop, and it was like £3 or £4. I was like, you're fucking coming with me, man. I couldn't even like. I had shopping bags with me. I was just wandering around. I'm like, I've got nothing. I can carry this in, and I was balancing it. It'll be on the next show. It'll be up there. Like,
oh, nice.
Right fucking there. But obviously I want to get it in glass.
We want some Gaz Reynolds tracks up there as well.
I like a good vinyl piece. I want to put like a few vinyls in glass.
Well, do you know, up in my loft, I'm sure I've got my very first record, which was released on vinyl, and it is really bad. I will warn you. But I'm so excited about releasing it. It's called This Is the Way to Kiss. Just the title was cheesy. But it was my first sort of...
I've never heard this as well. Go on.
No, well, no, I don't want anybody hearing it really, but because the vocals and the lyrics and everything are all terrible. But it was so exciting for me getting. I think it was 5,000 of these vinyls pressed up. Someone said to me, "Don't get any more than 1,000," but I just went crazy.
You do, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
and I think most of them are still up in the loft, but I think I shifted about 1,000. I made back my money.
That's pretty good though, isn't it? When you think
Yeah,
back in the day,
and I was only
1,000
doing.
vinyls,
I
that's
only
pretty
did
good.
I only did a few live shows. I've never really actually. That's the one thing.
I know you need
My
to
health has
do
stopped
some.
me.
I know you need to do.
Yeah,
a few
well, you see, I
lives.
even had an offer of performing in Thailand. That was last year, but I couldn't do it because of my health. And I really maybe I should start setting up some. Maybe start off with some small shows,
It'd be good,
like
man.
them on TikTok, and then I even thought about doing a live sort of like half-hour set on TikTok or YouTube or both. So I've got lots of ideas,
Yeah.
and I definitely because I really want to spread the word a bit more because I'm not being egotistical. It might sound a bit arrogant, but I feel as if I'm writing the best songs I've ever written now, and I look back at some of my early days when I was younger, like that record "This Is the Way to Kiss," and I sort of think, okay, that wasn't great,
Yeah.
but it was my learning curve. It was like the
Yeah, of
beginning
course.
of where I am now. All these years later, it's rather like blow my mind. I wrote the chorus when I was 17, and now, however, I forget how old I am now, 56. So all those years later, I finally recorded that song, and I always had it in my head there should be a rapper on there, but I always initially thought it should be a black rapper, male, and then I changed my mind rather suddenly, and I thought Solo Jane should be on this. So I called her up, and she agreed to do it.
But that's the other thing as well. You know, sometimes I make plans with my shows. I do segments, but then I go, nah, that ain't gonna work, and I just go, nah. You know, sometimes you can make a plan, and
Well, sometimes you just need to go with the flow. It's like
yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
that's what I'm
particularly
saying. Yeah, it's
we don't have any particular plan for this show, and probably many people can probably tell.
no, there's a format. It's
No, it's going well. I think it's going
there's a
really well.
format, but most people don't realise it. I'm
No.
so trust me.
Well, I think it's me personally. I like.
Slopes.
Honestly, I've done radio shows and TV shows where they've sent me questions, and I never.
No,
I never even read them.
but the thing is, this is why I don't ever do that because I
No,
go,
I don't read them.
it's pointless. That's so scripted. It's so
Yeah,
bullshit.
I don't like that at all. I like to be
but
natural.
I've known you for so long now.
Yeah.
And it's,
I know that's
it's
why I'm getting
very.
wrinkles, and I'm having to see a shrink now.
This is why I wear this hat and the glasses, and I go, "There's like I'm aging myself. Believe me, trust me, I'm aging like a motherfucker. It's not good." I feel it mostly in my back lately. I go, "You fucker!" I do like the minor amount of work. I go, "This ain't fucking right, man." Like,
But no, I mean, like going back to like your show, for example. I like well, actually, because of you, I made quite a few contacts, like Mike.
Yeah, of course. This is the other reason I do things. I like to put people in touch with each other.
Yeah, and so I've been on Mike's show quite a few times as well. He's a big fan of yours. In fact, we should all be on a show together.
I know, I love that guy, man.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Again, what if I was to have like a dream of a show? It would be a big music show with again, it doesn't matter. Anytime you can do it, man. Again, most of the shows will go, fucking hell, man, this is him plugging that guy.
You'll probably edit it all out.
I will. I'm going to blank it over now. With fucking, I'm going to censor it out with a big fucking X. One of the big no stop signs. No, I wouldn't do that.
But actually, the thing is, we've actually never met either, have we?
I know.
I mean, we often talk on the phone.
I know.
And I've been on your shows. We chat on Messenger and well, even TikTok sometimes.
No, well, yeah, TikTok.
But we must meet up soon.
I know we do. We've spoke about it for years. I mean, I planned to come to London before I got fucking ill again, and it was just.
Yes, I remember.
Kidney again. It's kidney fucking issues that does it.
Well, the thing is, you only live once. So
yeah,
sometimes, I know. This is why all the health problems I had when I was told you've only got a year to live, and I actually said to the doctor, "Watch me," and I went out and released records, and I remember I was in the studio. I could barely walk and I could barely breathe, but I delivered all those tracks No trouble at all.
Adrenaline, mate. Sometimes
Well,
moments.
determination. I just
Yeah, yeah.
thought nothing's
Well, it's
stopping
that
me.
as well.
And if I'm going out, I'm going out in style,
Yeah,
doing
of
what I
course.
love doing. And I want, actually, Nick, my music producer, he said, Gaz, everything you do from now on has got to be spot on and really good. Because if you do ever die, which we all do die eventually,
if you
but
do,
if I
if
suddenly,
you do ever die, I
well,
love
all
that.
right,
Well,
if I
mate,
suddenly,
if you
if
do
I
ever,
suddenly,
in the
if
middle,
I suddenly croaked now,
yeah,
for
yeah,
example,
yeah, no, I
the
get
point is,
it.
Nick said your songs are going to be there forever. And he said, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something that you can be proud of. You know,
Of course, and you left me the attorney, didn't you? I go, yeah.
yes, I've left you all the
all the
all the money,
benefits of it
everything.
all.
Everything's coming to you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Make sure you make sure you get my will. Make sure you
Tank
get
it.
through now my will.
Tank it. Yeah. I love how both did a side thing at the same time. Like, it's fucking,
But I've always wanted you in one of my music videos.
I know.
as well.
I need to.
I still think, even if we just filmed it on a phone like we're doing now,
I know.
I could easily have you in a cameo role.
I know. The back end. The thing was, obviously, I think it probably was about COVID-esque time.
Yeah,
Like the
well, we've been
back
talking
end
about this for years.
Yeah, I know. We need to get it done, man. Obviously,
Maybe you should be in the She's Mine video. I've got a few cameo.
again, just let me know the dates. I'll happily come
Yeah.
down. I'd rather
Well,
do
no,
it
you don't
face
even
to
need
face.
to come down. We can film it on the phone.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
the point.
rather do it face to face than phones. And I mean, again, nowadays.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not always practical to do that.
Well, I mean, I'm a fucking audio wizard, mate, and a
I
technical
was
video
planning- I was
wizard.
planning-
So I'm pretty.
I wanted to go overseas to film She's Mine, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
So timing and all the rest of it. So so I came out with quite a clever idea because I produce my own videos, direct them and edit them as well. So
you're probably a better video editor than me. To be fair, I'm not a big fan.
I've not been trained in any of this.
No,
I just have these
either.
crazy ideas. But sometimes I find it a bit tedious. Like
yeah, it is.
when I was very ill, I took such a long time doing the Alien video and Borrowed Time. But Borrowed Time, well, actually both those videos I thought come out well. They're on YouTube. And previous videos of mine have got on various MTV networks like MTV Italy. In fact, I think Bitches and a few others in this house as well. They were featured on the MTV Italy website. They're not there now because I checked. But well, they probably after a few months they probably changed their content or whatever. But yeah, it's exciting to see when you're actually producing something, to see that people are actually, hey, look, we're watching.
It surprisingly is strange when that moment when you get it and you go, how the fuck did you know about me? You go, what? Like, it doesn't make much sense.
I can't quite remember how we got to know
No,
each
I
other.
can't. I surprisingly,
I have a feeling. I have a feeling it was through Jessica James, because I think you interviewed Jessica James.
No, I interviewed her after you. Way
Was
after.
it?
Yeah,
Oh.
you was one of the first guests on the show.
Oh,
I interviewed her in season 2, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I thought, because I was friends with her, and we were actually going to do a track together.
Yeah, no, front end.
Which never happened, but.
No, it must have been, because again, for the listeners out there is no official season 2. It blends from 1 to 3.
Right.
And I couldn't be asked to name anything in 2. It just went bang, bang.
Right.
And I just thought, fuck it, man. Season 2, no one ever does a season 2. Season 2 suck. Like, if you ever watch a season 2 of anything, it's the fucking worst.
This is what season?
We're 4. We're good.
This is the best episode we've ever done.
No, I mean, this is a good one. We've done a few big wild ones, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the early years of this show, I was fucking lit as fuck. I was doing a lot of acid and ill and, well.
A very rock and roll kind of guy.
It is. I mean, I'm still, if anyone wants to sling me any acid, feel free. Again, the one thing I've always done, what most people can't do, is drink the world through the show and still keep it coherent and on point. It's why,
I wasn't aware that you was. I wasn't aware that you were sober, actually.
I know. I'm Alcoholics Anonymous. It's
there you go. Yeah. Well, every time I've been on your show, I've been having a drink anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
A little-
yeah, it's,
I'm having some cider from this alienated mug, which you can purchase on Google.
look them up. Honestly, I'll do a
Just Gaz
plug.
Reynolds
plug it.
alienated.
You should,
Yeah.
honestly. Honestly, if people don't buy them,
You want to hear the story behind alienated?
go on.
No, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Hopefully
Excuse
your audience are interested. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, right, okay. So alienated, right? That's kind of about my ex who alienated herself from me. So I wrote a song called Alien because she became alien to me. And then months later, well, for a few years, I've been thinking I actually want to have my own clothing brand. But the problem is I'm getting older now. And soon I'm going to be too old to even do it or even be seen to be credible. So I knew it couldn't be something like Gaz Reynolds merch because I didn't think that was going to...
I know what you mean.
Didn't,
Well, I
didn't
don't know about credible.
no, I just didn't think that was
I
going
know
to
what
work.
you mean.
So I thought, well, look, I've done this track called Alien, and I like aliens. So she alienated herself from me. So let's have this alienated brand, and then just I went to my artwork guy who does all my covers, and now he's getting involved in some of the videos as well. Blow my mind. We're talking about AI technology. He's doing some AI technology, so I'll be doing the main bulk of the filming and production work.
Well,
but
that's the thing.
He's going to be involved as well.
Again, I've got sort of the know-how, but not the tech. It's my only drawback in life.
Well, sometimes you just have to do what I.
It's easy, but it's.
Well, all I did, to be quite honest with you, I've got no training whatsoever. Even I've never had any singing lessons. You can probably tell.
But it doesn't matter because you're using your own voice, and it's
yes,
a unique voice.
And
it's
yes,
not...
we put special effects on and stuff, but the thing is, you can always tell a bad vocalist. If you auto-tune them, they're just going to sound worse.
There's a difference because it's you.
We don't use any auto-tune on my vocals at all.
There's no, you can tell that.
And actually, even on Devil Rising, to be quite honest with you, there are a couple of
probably
what I call flat notes. Really, they're not perfect, but I thought, you know what? Let's leave it like that. I mean, now I could probably do that song a lot better.
Yeah, of course. I like it though. It's genuinely.
It's one of my favourites.
I love again. It was in my notes. It was one of the first things because again, I love to use my memory with previous guests, so I write out previous songs or previous whatever it is. And the very first thing, because I loved it, man, was obviously Devil's Rising.
Well,
Bitches,
Devil Rising was actually, I was having a meltdown at the time, and it was a really bad one. My brain was just fried, and I can't even. I think it was because of the loss of my ex, and around about the same time there was the Russian-Ukrainian thing going on.
It's still going on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still going on. But yeah, but we don't even really see it as being
I mean, is it going on?
Yeah, well, at the time it was such a big thing, and we was all really worried and not sleeping, and so it started affecting my mind, and so I thought Putin is the devil rising, and then I started to think, well, actually, there's so many wars going on in the world. There's so much famine. There's so many different things going on. The devil's rising. That's what I just thought, and so that's where the title came from. So that was one of those songs that came about in about half an hour. I just wrote the whole song in half an hour.
But I mean, you know, it's not like untrue because. But the thing is like warlords out there that you go, that make him seem like. You know, a nice guy. The people that you can compare him to, they're real jerks, mate. You go, what the fuck? But I'm not saying he's a bad guy because he's causing, you know, absolute world carnage on the grand scale. But there's people out there that have committed atrocities for
it's mind-blowing
so many years.
That we don't really fully know what's going on in the world.
Nah, we don't now. We ain't got a fucking clue now. There's no one covering it.
We haven't got a clue. And but the thing is, for me,
not with a war anyway.
When I release a song, I get really excited because I know that I'm entering into the world. because those records are worldwide releases.
Yeah, of course.
And I was even told, I think it was 2 months ago. Some people might go, well, so what? But actually, I was quite excited about this. That I'm an emerging artist in Africa now.
Nice.
And so I thought, well,
That's
I was
cool.
quite excited because I just thought, wow, that's territories that I haven't reached before.
You should do an African style track.
But yes, well, originally She's
Sure.
Mine was supposed to have like a lot of African influences in it, and that may still happen in a remix.
You
but-
should do that. You should turn
Yeah.
that into. That would be bad. You
Yeah,
could turn
but-
that into a really sick remix if you
yeah,
decide to
and
make
so that's something
calypso
that
style would be bad.
I want to see how the track goes, how it performs. But I have a feeling, I've got a good feeling about this because of having Solo Jane on there and having the backstory of how the song came about, and my girlfriend talking in twee at the beginning. I think the version that you've got for your show, I didn't
It's
send
raw.
you.
It's raw.
Yeah, it's not got the twee part on it at the beginning.
No, no.
Because has it or hasn't it? I
No,
can't remember.
I don't think it is. I think it's the raw data file, but that's all good.
Yeah.
Again, they'll be played, folks. They're like the demo versions of the song. It's almost more. I almost feel more lucky to have the demo versions of a song because I love demo versions. I'm a big fan.
I can't even remember what I actually sent you, whether I sent you the demos or the.
Might be.
All of my songs sound like demos anyway.
Nah, what the fuck, bro? What you on about? I know demo song. My songs sound like demo.
But yeah, I mean,
fucking
so
songs.
She's Mine's out on the 26th worldwide on all streaming platforms, and I did even look at or think about doing a CD release, but I'm going to see how the release goes first. And I have got 2 albums on the way as well.
Oh, 2 albums.
Ton of material. Yeah. And I've really been in the studio a lot this year, recording lots of new tracks. In fact, I'm going back in again soon.
So obviously you said earlier about releasing a track every month, which I know you've wanted to do for a while. Do you think you could do it? You think you could do that after these 2 albums? Because that seems plausible.
Yeah,
as
well,
fuck,
see,
man.
so the plan is literally in the next 2 weeks, from the 26th onwards, there's going to be 8 new releases coming out. Well, when I say new releases, some of them are re-releases,
Yeah,
but they've got
Still a
bonus
release.
tracks or whatever on.
Yeah, still a release.
Yeah, and I'm promoting them in a different way. And then there's going to be another new track out, and then which I don't know what it will be yet. And then there's going to be an album, and then there's going to be another album after that. So so I think it's realistic to say maybe not every single month because
It's
but
tricky.
I'm experimenting at the moment because I want to see how Spotify's algorithm and Apple Music's algorithm work when you release a whole load of tracks at the same time. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to confuse the audience. But at the same time, I've been watching what other artists are doing, such as Charlie XCX, for example.
I fucking love Charlie XCX, man.
Yeah, well, I met her a few months ago, but
yeah, I was gonna go see her
another.
fucking this summer.
Yeah, good. Well, but her latest track, I just thought, what have you released? This is
Some bangers, man.
not up to your usual standard. But yet she got millions of streams still because
Bangers.
she's got such a big fan base.
Do you know one of my new favourite artists is Sophie Powers?
All right.
She did that like random. She did like random music, and then she did this weird like American Idol audition.
Oh yeah.
That was I don't know. It's a banger. It's like I met I had a lizard named George, and it's like this one little like beep beep beep, and then it. It goes, retards, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Nice.
It's a banger of a tune, but
Yeah.
well, obviously she must have been doing. I don't know. I'd love to get her on the show, but obviously must have been doing music for a while, but then changed her whole persona into this very random character, and it's what people love is characters. And
yes, that's what they like. Yeah.
And that one's a fucking
originality.
winner.
I can't even say it. Originality.
That one was a winner. But I'll send you the track. You'll go. It's a banger of a tune up. I think I played it on one of my lives.
Well, I have actually been discovering new artists recently.
I love it, man.
And
I love
I've
that.
got to say, these ones, they were all a surprise to me, and I quite liked them. And something I've noticed, and actually, this you must have heard of Mabel,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Played it.
Mabel,
Season 3.
Mabel
Played
is a
it.
signed artist. She's the daughter of oh God, my brain.
I don't actually know exactly who it is, but I know I've played.
Oh well, I'll
on the show.
send some stuff of hers.
Yeah. I've played
And
on the show.
usually I'm not into R&B, but I really like all of her stuff.
Yeah,
And
I've played on the show. I know I have.
yeah,
On
well,
one of the lives.
her mum is Nina Cherry. There you go. So you must remember Man Child.
Yeah.
Man Child.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So she had a couple of other big ones out. And anyway, but the thing is, Mabel, she's a major signed artist. And recently I noticed like she had some really big videos out. She's been doing some collabs. And then all of a sudden she's got this new track out and it looks like literally it's been filmed on a camera. And I thought, what the hell, what's going on here? Major signed artist, but she's doing a real cheapo video. It's really, really cheaply made. But you know what? I actually really like it because it's got no budget in it at all, or it doesn't look like it has.
But sometimes that looks good. Like I
Yeah,
don't
and then it
mind the
works really
production.
well.
Sometimes that it's like when you see the fucking horror films and you're like, this it looks shit because it's off a handheld Sony bullshit camera from.
Well,
But
would
then
you
they
agree?
do some weird editing with it, and
If
it
you
looks
look at- if
fucking
you-
amazing.
Well, if you look at like the modern horror films, and then you look at the early horror films, the early Dracula films, Frankenstein films,
Yeah, of course.
all that, I think they had more personality and they were
Oh
much
yeah,
more
they do.
scary.
Yeah, they do.
And yet they had no budget. They had to probably make it up as they went along.
They
Probably
didn't
did-
have any
probably didn't
fucking
have-
They didn't have any real makeup effect
No
skills.
real
They
script editors or special
yeah,
effects. None of that.
they-
They had to use clever
trickery,
lighting
trickery.
and imagination. It's like the original Star Trek series, you know, very
Yeah,
low
of course.
budget. But everyone remembers that more than the later Star Treks that had bigger budgets.
I've got the original series on VHS. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen
I
some of
have
them.
as well.
Some of them are
Yeah,
sealed,
I have.
but
Yeah. I've still got all my VHS cassettes.
I fucking wished I had some of my originals. Some of them were so good, but obviously it's just fucking.
Well, the thing is,
You lose them
all
over
of
the
that
years.
stuff goes up in the loft. for
Yeah,
me. But I've still got all my DVDs.
Excuse me.
I've still got all my DVDs.
Weirdly enough, they're coming back around. DVDs.
Yeah, well, yeah, and
coming
I
back
did. I just bought a few new DVDs recently because in fact, I cancelled all of my subscriptions like Netflix, Paramount Plus, everything. I just cancelled all of it because I'd never watched them.
Yeah,
I never ever watched them. I just thought I'm paying for all these like Disney, what was it, the Disney Channel or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
which they do have some good stuff on there, like the Star Wars stuff and that.
Oh yeah. I
But-
recently watched some good Star Wars shit, man. I can kinda...
Yeah, but the thing is, I just thought I never ever watched any of it, and I only watch YouTube or some TikTok. I mean, you know, I used to watch TikTok a lot, and I was very addicted to TikTok. But now well, not so much now. I prefer YouTube, and I watch some quite good, credible YouTubers. But I don't really watch TV.
No, I don't watch TV. Not.
No.
Excuse me. Let me. Clear
Unless
my
I'm on it. If I'm on it, then I'm watching it.
Well, that's the other thing. If you're on it yourself, it's a
Yeah.
bigger difference, isn't it? Sorry, I keep. This is the thing. Every other show, I don't know what
Yeah.
goes on, but I keep getting my voice go down. So then I
Well-
have to bring my monitor levels up, and I don't know if it keeps happening or not. But at some point, I'm gonna have to edit this because
Yeah.
either I'm not talking into my fucking mic too much, or my voice is going. Hold on. It's because I smoked that. It's because I smoked that little smoke. That's what it was.
I was going to say I'm going to head off in a minute if that's okay.
All right, listen. This has been sound. This
Yeah,
has been
I've really
sound.
loved it.
The only reason I probably did dip with the audio, I had to take this fucking earwig out because obviously I've got fucking whatever it is. I blew all my sinuses out. My sinuses are just fucking I blew all my. It's insane. Like, I'll tell you, let's get one more last one in. We gotta love it.
Yeah, well, look, I've been on your show,
All right.
and
This is why I enjoyed it. Like I said, I like this.
I loved it as well.
It's been
Yeah.
fun.
That's me. That's
Again.
Tim. That's Tim Turner, and that's me, Gaz Reynolds up there.
I will
Yeah.
accept the Dr. Timothy K. Turner. That will be.
Oh yes, well that sounds very good as well.
I've
And when I do,
been
eventually
using
get
that
my-
moniker now for 2 years, even with the.
Well, listen, when
the
I
years
eventually
I've
get my own
studied.
podcast up, you're definitely the first guest on.
Absolutely, baby.
Yeah, I
Of
definitely
course.
want my own podcast.
I
Definitely.
know we're going to sort it out.
Yeah.
To the people out there, I will be setting up my own server. It's just I need to get the things rolling first. It's very
I'll be
tricky.
on there.
Yeah, it's very tricky to set your own server up. And also if we do that, we can play our own fucking music. We can do
Yeah.
everything. We're not
And say
restricted.
goodbye to TikTok now.
Bye TikTok. We have to do
See ya.
it.
Say see ya.
See ya. Oh, of course, I forgot about that as well.
Yeah. No, you got to say it the way I say it. See ya.
Well, hold on. 3, 2.
Yeah.
See ya. All right.
No, that's a bit lame.
Go on. 3, 2. See. We're not
No,
gonna get.
Like this. See ya.
See ya. Well, that means
Oh, I love that.
that
That's
means I gotta
lovely.
get my voice really
Right.
high.
See you then. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. See ya. Just like the artist SIA.
But is it possible today or tomorrow to at least get a few clips that I can put up on TikTok and that?
Yeah, of course. Can I do my
Of this
outro?
show. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously,
It was really good though. I think
No, I
it
love
looks visually good from what I'm seeing.
I
it
do
looks
have to
visually really good.
I do have to do my outro though. Just to
Oh, what's the outro?
hold on. This has been the Posthuman Podcast, folks. I've been your host, Dr. Timothy K. Turner. Today's guest, Gaz Reynolds. We keep
Thank you.
We keep it raw, folks.
Yeah, keeping it raw.
There
And
we go.
I really enjoyed being on the show, Tim. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you. Let me just jot that down.
And don't
107.
forget to get your alienated.
I will.
Alienated.
Oh yeah, in fact,
on.
before we end, hold on. Do one more plug for the.
Yeah, well, Alienated. Just
Good.
search Gaz Reynolds Alienated and you'll see the Alienated brand come up. And also 26th of
Where
May,
the plugs in.
my new record She's Mine's out, and the 2nd of June, I've got another new record out called Blow My Mind, and also I've reissued Alien and all the remixes on a product or a release called Alienated to celebrate
yeah.
Alienated. So just go and search all that out on all the major platforms and Google. I'm sure there'll be some stuff up there that you'll be able to see.
Hell
So
yeah,
thanks for having
folks.
me on. Thanks for having me on the show. Tim.
No, that's perfect. I'll do that little wiggle myself. See ya.
Yeah.
There we go.
Blow my mind, working overtime. Lost in the music, it saved our souls. Drunk on the floor, we lost control. Lipstick on your face, it's so insane. Losing my mind, won't do that again.
Lost in the music, lost in your eyes, I'm losing control with you tonight. Lipstick on my face, take a walk down the dark side. You blow my mind.
You blow my mind, this is the time to find out what you see in me.
drunk right now, so it feels the time. You blow my mind every time. It's like you're being paid on overtime. You look after me, guess I'm mesmerized. I feel the same way that you do, my baby. So come here and sit next to me. Hold my hand and talk to me. You're